Natasha, this evening, the Kremlin has confirmed a deal with private military company Wagner, dropping criminal charges against founder Yevgeny Prigozhin. In a press conference with reporters, the Kremlin spokesperson said Prigozhin will now go to Belarus. This comes after Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, who has a personal relationship with Prigozhin, assisted with negotiation talks with the rebellion commander throughout the day to de-escalate tensions. Wagner is now sending troops back to the front lines in Ukraine. And Moscow is promising those who did not take part will not be prosecuted by law, but it's unclear what will happen to the troops who did participate, as Russian President Vladimir Putin vowed to punish those involved in the uprising. The private military company's army will now sign contracts with the Russian military, despite fierce opposition from the group's leader leading up to the rebellion. So let's recap how we got here in the first place. At this time, it is unclear if Russia will meet Prigozhin's initial demand to oust Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu after Prigozhin's accusations against him sparked the rebellion. He blames him for ordering an attack on Wagner camps that Prigozhin says killed a number of his troops. While the defense ministry denied the accusation that it struck the Wagner group on purpose, it didn't stop Prigozhin from pulling his troops out of Ukraine, marching his army directly to Moscow. Wagner first claimed the Russian city Rostov-on-Don near the southeast border with Ukraine. Rostov-on-Don is home to the Kremlin's Southern Military District headquarters, overseeing the war. Now, the Wagner forces then moved north with reports of heavy fighting on their path, including a Russian helicopter being shot down near Voronezh. The Russian president vowing to crack down on Wagner, with Putin saying, quote, "Those who organized and prepared the military rebellion, who raised arms against their comrades in arms, have betrayed Russia and will be held accountable for this. And I urge those who are being dragged into this crime not to make a fatal and tragic, unique mistake, to make the only right choice, to stop participating in criminal acts." Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky weighing in on the tension today as well, saying the bosses of Russia do not control anything, adding the situation is complete chaos. In a video statement today, he said, quote, "The man from the Kremlin," referring to Putin, "is obviously very afraid and probably hiding somewhere, not showing himself. I am sure that he is no longer in Moscow." And Natasha, experts are saying this is the biggest threat to Putin's leadership ever. Now the entire world is watching as these events are sparking uncertainty about where the war in Ukraine stands and Russia's spiraling control of its own military. We'll continue to keep a close eye on Prigozhin's next moves. Natasha?
Okay, Emily Finn, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.